Hi, it's Rachel here. It's day 24. Oh, I'm shaking the thing just a sec. It's day 24 of the 100-day project, and I am going to do something. It's a little bit complex, so I don't know how long I'll take to do it. Look how crooked that is. I hope everybody is well, and I think we'll get started. So I'm working with drafts from Medieval Mirage's beautiful papers because I just love them. You know, they're my thing at the moment. And I'm going to make a journal card. I think I might have trimmed this down too narrow, but it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. So I think I'll just go with it and put this. This is going to be a big, like, journaling card, sort of taggy sort of thing. So I'm just going to tear this off, and I've done a very bad job at tearing down my, cutting down my piece of paper. Now this is going to be something slightly different to what I've done before. So I have made a sample, but I'm not going to show you. I just had to figure it out. That's why, because it's a little bit more complex. But I won't show you what I've done until the end. Like, you'll see this one, and then you'll see the sample one that I made. So this is actually on cardstock, this bit here. So it's going to be a little bit stiffer, and I think you'll like this project. It's kind of fun. It's just that I had to think about it. So one bit of it is, well, I'll tell you afterwards. Oh, just another thing while I'm here. Now, which way is the up? Didn't look at that. I always have a trouble with the up, don't I? Is that the up? Or is that the up? Don't know. I'll put it that way. I was thinking this was the up anyway. Okay, so in my last video, we were talking about the public domain images and stuff like that, and I mentioned there's someone doing a series. Someone's doing a series about good places to find public domain images. Now I'm having a mental blank now that I've brought it up. It's Susan Taylor Brown. She's the one doing it, and I did link her in the description box in my last video. So if you'd like to go and see something about where to find public domain images, she's doing a great series on it. So I did link the first 3 videos. I believe there's another video now out today, I think, actually. So do go around and have a look at hers. Now let's think about the task at hand. I've got all the, I said that the Medieval Mirage kits are huge. They are huge. There's so much in them, in the add-ons and the kit. I can't tell you. I didn't even print everything out, and I'm just full of stuff. So I might like that one. So I'm going to use one of these lovely things on my tag or my journaling spot. I'm just going to go through them quickly. I don't know if I think I'm on screen. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing you ever saw? But I think I don't want it to be too tone on tone, you see. I would like one of these, I think more one of these square ones. Look at all these gorgeous bits. I might put those aside so I remember them. Hi, boo-boo. What you doing? Science. Poor Lulu. Well, poor Lulu. Naughty Lulu. Ignored her homework all holidays, didn't you, Lulu? Mm-hmm. It totally ignored the homework, and now she's been doing homework for how many hours?
Quite a bit more than
about 5 hours, 4 hours of homework you've been doing?
Yeah.
About 4 hours. She's been doing homework for 4 hours, and the end is not near. Or is it near?
No.
The end is not near.
Science will take quite a bit to do.
Yes, so the end is not near. I kind of feel sorry for her, but I did say to her when she said she was going to do her homework on Thursday, the day before she goes back to school, I said to her, do you have a lot? And she ignored me. And me being me, then I forgot about it. So she knows I'm going to forget about it. And so anyway, tough titties. Have to do it. Yeah. Right. It's late in the day. I've been doing, let's see how many times I can say that today. I've been sewing some of these orders. I have a couple of sewing orders to do, and they've put my poor lovely customers have been waiting for me to finish those other journals, and we all know how long that took. I think I'm going to use this one. I'll tell you why. I've got one that I put in tea many moons ago, but I like the contrast. I like this kind of creamy color, the natural color, and this is also antique. I like it because it stands out more on there. So now I've got to decide. It's probably a little bit too big. I'm going to get these scissors. Might keep that edge. I like that edge. Or will I keep the wonky edge? No, I think I'll keep the wonky edge. Or I could turn it around that way and have it bigger. I don't want it that big. That's too big. I like it that way. I'm just going to trim a little bit off. This can go. I mean, these little bits are lovely in the needle books, on the needle books, so I don't throw those bits out. Right, so I could use this one, or I'm thinking not this one. I think I might use or that one or this one. I kind of like this one. Is that boring? I like that one. Is it two-tone on tone? Oh, don't want you to see that. That's now, because I've got to do 100 days. So obviously whenever somebody inspires me now, which is also why I'm late, I just make sure that I sit down and make it straight away, because I'm going to need to fill up 100 days of projects, and I don't want to just sit there and collage tags like the same old thing every single day. Like, as we get further down the track, I probably will revisit things that I've already done, because or will I go with the flowers? I think I might go with the flowers, those flowers, although no, maybe I'll do this one. It's calling me. So I'm just going to put a bit of PVA glue, not PVA, Yoo-hoo glue. This is, now, as I've told you many times, this is a Yoo-hoo glue that also glues fabric, and I have glued fabric down and then changed my mind and tried to pull it up, and then it's torn the paper underneath. So that tells you it does work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this here. Sorry, I had a crease there. I didn't want a crease. Oops. Now it's moved. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stitch around it. So this is going to be a bit of a mess. I'll just move these things over here. I do like to, oh, something flew on the floor. I do like to keep my mess. Oh, maybe I'll do two at the same time. How about that? Let's do another one. So why don't I get my other image that I had rejected, and I'm going to choose a different paper for the back. And that, oh, I do like that image too. I mean, these images are just gorgeous. These are very complex kits, guys. They are not cheap, but they are very complex. Complex. They are very complex, I want to say, and a lot of work has gone into them. So, we have to pay for people's time. That's just how it is. Because a lot of work and effort has gone, and probably Jaff has had quite a sore back sitting at the computer doing those. I just, growing up, one of my favorite periods of time was the medieval time. Of course, as a child, I would never have considered any of the hardships that people would have had. To me, it was all very beautiful and romantic, and castles and that sort of thing. Fantasy, that's what it was. That's what it sort of meant to me. Oh, goodness gracious, someone's calling. I'll just put my video on pause now that I know how to do it, and I'll be back. I'm back. That was my mother-in-law, and she, oh gosh, my brain's not working. Sorry, I was just turning the sound off on my telephone. She, the cat's mother, Maria, she just rang to say that she and her other sister were heading out to eat a pizza tonight, and did we want to come? And I said, what kind of silly question is that? And she had a little bit of a giggle. I said, of course I want to come and eat pizza. I said to her, you can always count me in for a pizza, because the pizza here is incredible. So yes, so we're going to eat pizza. Yay, don't have to cook dinner. Oh, fabulous. No dinner cooking tonight. Excellent. Love it. Very, very good. Good, good, good. Sorry, guys. Anyway, let's get back to the job at hand. What was I saying? Don't know what I was saying. Was I talking about how wonderful these kits were? I think I was. I think that's what I was talking about. Now just ignore my crooked stitching. By the time everything's on cutting, by the time everything's on there, it'll all be good. So now this one, let's just have a look at the tea dyed one. I think that with these, because I printed them on cream cardstock, I felt like they were kind of a bit too blendy, but I kind of like that. Let's try it. I'll cut it out. I often do that. I just cut it out and then I see, and then I'll decide. It doesn't matter. I can use it for something else if I decide not to go with it. Don't you love the measuring? You just sort of hold it there and hopefully it doesn't move. And then I'll just, to make my life easier, I'll just cut it right across, because we can always use the little scraps. We don't mind those. And I'll just trim it off there. Okay. And then that, let's just see if we like it. Oh, I've glued that one, haven't I? Because I was going to say I could try the white one. I'm wanting to put them a little bit crooked for some reason. I don't know if I like that colour under there. I've got this cut out. What about a little piece of, that's too small. That was from something else that I rejected it. I quite like that, but that's too small. Let me see what else I've got here. I've got another piece. I mean, look at these poor linens, what happens to them. When I get my hands on them, they all get chopped. Let's just going to trim that little piece off. Oops. Okay, let's try this. Might like this. Just to do something different, just so it's not all the same. Now this could be quite a long video. There might have to be a part 1 and a part 2, because you'll see what I mean. But it's not just this tag here. I quite like that. I think I'm going to go with that. I could slip a bit of this poking out to soften it up this side. Yeah, I think I'll do something complex like that, but I don't know if I'm going to use that colour. That colour is just not working for me. It's just not doing it. So anyway, no, well, I can glue it in the center so it stays like here, because I am actually going to stitch around it. Okay, so let's just put this here like so, and then let me see, I've got some bits and pieces. I don't have too much over here near me. I was going to get distracted by something else in a second. Look at this super old, this is that super old knitting I've been using. I don't know what you call it, I just call it knitting. It was probably like, you know, an undergarment or something like that. I'm just going to put that in there. Now how am I going to do that? I need to actually put some glue on here. This is really bodgy crafting. This is really a bad way to craft. But it should work. Really bad. Don't copy my methods. Think about it before. But I you know, I told you it's hard for me to, my head cannot, I don't want it perfectly in there. My head cannot pre-plan. It does not work like that. Right. Okay, we're ready to stitch. Now I do have a big mess over here, so I just need to get all this stuff out of the way. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to bring my sewing machine on screen. A big mess. And I've done more fussy cutting. Now I keep getting questions, where did they come from? Well, they're not die cuts. I cut them out. I sat all last night while I was watching, what did I watch? I watched Gomorrah, the Mafia show, which is so good. And then I watched, because we're up to date now with that, we binge watched it because we hadn't started watching the series, and there were eight episodes to watch, but there'll be 4 more. It's on every Friday, so we'll have to catch up on that. No, we won't. We were caught up. We'll have to wait till some more build up and then we can watch it again. Anyway, then we watched You Better Call Saul, because we didn't know what else to watch because we weren't tired yet. And I sat and cut all night. And then I was saying I had been doing some sewing, because the one lovely Kelly and Diana had bought 2 of the grain sacks. Just think how long ago that was. That was a few weeks ago that I had in my shop, and a couple of weeks ago. And they're both having them made into things. So the poor things have been waiting for me to finish my journals, and they're very patient ladies. And so I finally got my, well, you know, it's not that I didn't want to do them. It's just I have to get my, when I'm doing one, you know, journally sort of things, it's kind of hard to get my head around. Then, as I told you before, my fabric things, I really like that. And so, yeah, so it takes me a bit of time. I have to think about it, and I don't want to rush it. I don't want to sort of, you know, mess it all up and do something bodgy. I want it to be nice. But actually, I think they're going to be super nice, their things. So I think with their permission, I will show them before I send them out, because they will be nice, I think. I won't show them if they're not. No, actually, I wouldn't even send them to them if they weren't nice. So, yes. So that's what I was doing yesterday afternoon and this morning. Oh, I did a bit more fussy cutting this morning as well, because, you know, you need to have a lot of stuff. Otherwise, how can you create if you don't have a lot of stuff? So yes, none of these are from magazines. The majority of look at this big pile. I haven't even finished cutting them out yet. I've been busy. So the majority came from, although I can't guarantee it because I have other things in my folders, but I think the majority came from, what's it called? What is it called? The Biodiversity Heritage Library. There you go. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one. This was actually a lovely piece of paper to write on. But anyway, we're decorating it. Now, with all this gas bagging and not concentrating, this video is going to be really long. Really long. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more under there because we don't want too much flying up. Because this is going to go in a pocket, you see. I told you there was more to it than just the tags. It's going to go in a pocket. And I have to make the pocket yet. That's why the video is going to be really long, because if I'm indecisive, I won't be able to do it quickly, because I'm, you know, making it up as I go. Like, I haven't made up the project as I go, because I did try one just before, just to be sure, because you know, it's nice to get a few done in a video. So I kind of needed to know what I was doing. I think I might put a bit more glue and stretch that out a little bit like that. I want to do more fabric and paper. So I'm building up to it. I'm building up to it, guys. And I have those journals. Oh, I can't wait to get time to do those other journals that I've started. They're totally different to anything else I've ever done. Okay, so what's next? Next, I would like to put a little bit of something down here. Could put a little bit of this. This is one of my antique letters. And I'm thinking I might like that instantly there. Here. Yes, I'm going to put it there. And where's my glue book? Over here. I'm going to keep my sewing machine near because I don't know, should I be tricky and do the second part tomorrow for day 25? Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to do the second part for tomorrow. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll see how long this takes. Second part might be for tomorrow, because this is going to be quite a big job. Okay. Now here I'm thinking if I've got any available. Yes, I do. I would like a little piece of green, because I think the reason why I'm feeling the green is because of the green in the leaves. And this is just recycled new graph paper or grid paper or square paper, whatever you like. And I'm just going to put that there because I like that. Okay, well, actually these tags are nearly done. Or journaling spots, I should say. So that's that. And then I'm thinking I might like to put something from here where I've got my stamped antique hemps. A little bee could be nice somewhere. Or fleur-de-lis always remind me of the medieval times. Oh, that's what we were talking about, the medieval times. Oh, what about a crown? Crown could be good. Yes, I was always fascinated by that. It was like my favorite time. It's still a time that fascinates me. However, I like that there. I do realize now in my older age that, you know, it was terrible for the majority of the people. So I always thought I was probably a princess living in a castle, but, you know, probably would not have been. Can live and dream. So, but you wouldn't have wanted to be queen or anything like that, because I think they were treacherous times. People were, you know, poisoning left, right and centre. You know, they were power hungry people. I do like the bee on this one, and I like that, but I wanted to just trim down this crown better because it's not quite right. Let me just see here. And there we go. I might have trimmed it off too much. Would I like a crown on there? I kind of like the crown, but I think I like the Paris more. I think I'm going to put the Paris there. Or do I like the crown? Maybe the Paris can. No, do I like the crown? I think I like the crown more. I've changed my mind. Okay, so I'm going to glue those down, and I'm just going to use my one, oh no, I can't glue that there. I have to glue it here. My wonderful glue stick. Oh God, I've got a lot of glue there. Big blob of it. Okay, that's my bee. It's very sticky now. I need to glue that down just a little bit more. Very sticky. Very sticky. Oh, look at that. Just go away. I'm so excited about eating pizza. This is why I'm a bit of a disaster here now. Can't concentrate. Haven't had pizza for a couple of weeks. Okay. Yes, I like it. And then, what about a seal? Let's do a seal. We can have a bit of smoke. Oh, I'm going to do the red on this one, and that's very good, that one. Now, where is my red? I've got a big mess here. I'm just going to show you the mess. Got any secrets there? No. Look at the mess. The mess is real. That is the mess. So if you think I can find anything in there, well, you've got another thing coming. Okay, put you back there. Okay, let's find, the red is over here, thank heavens. Now, oh, I haven't put any, I don't know if this is going to catch on fire, because I've got to put more. Let's see if it's still got any alcohol in there. Oh yes it does. No, it doesn't. It's not burning. Oh, it stinks. It is burning. It's burning. Okay, now let me just get my fleur-de-lis ready. This one's going to have a fleur-de-lis, and I'm going to put it right there. I like this method. No, I've got no alcohol in there. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to have a few videos to attach. Put you on pause, fill it up with alcohol, and I'll be back. I'm back, guys. I have filled my thing with alcohol. I thought I would show you, just out of interest, what I mean. It's called alcohol. It's 90%, and it costs €1.50. Very cheap stuff. My husband likes it to start the barbecue, because better than those barbecue firelighter sort of things, because they apparently, you know, send up poisonous fumes. And I think some Italian ladies use that like for cleaning windows and stuff like that. I don't know what else they use it for. Oh, now it's burning. So now we're in action. I've filled up my little bottle, and you can buy it at the supermarket here. Oh, I need to hold on to the little dingle dangle lid, and now we're going to start dripping away. Now those other ones, those other I think I mentioned it yesterday, those other waxes, take this one. This wax is the beeswax that I bought in Venice, so it's a natural wax, and it's wonderful. It smells wonderful as well. Now literally the other waxes that I bought, the ones with the wick, when you melt the wax, can't get my words out, they get black streaks, burnt streaks in them. So that's the only thing I don't like about them, but they are lovely colors. I think that's enough. And this one stops dripping instantly, and you have a bit more time. Look at that, just turn it off. You have a bit more time to pick up your thing. Now I never get this on straight, but it doesn't matter. Stays soft. See, it's very soft for a while. You don't have to rush, and you just hold it down for a few minutes, a couple of minutes, till it starts to harden, and then you can lift it off. It's wonderful. Now obviously putting a seal on a tag, this little bit is bulky. Well, you know, that's the price you pay for having a bit of loveliness. But doesn't a wax seal remind you of the medieval times? So that's going to go there. That is going to go there. It's gonna go there. And I've got these bingo things out in the hope that I get inspired one day to do something. I found I had these things. I don't think supplies and due today is going to work in the medieval times, so we'll take those away. Now these came from, no, I don't want any of those. They're too new, too modern. I found I had them in a drawer from the days when I thought I was going to do Project Life, and I had a little membership sort of thing. I think I like that as is. Now it's a little bit sticky. I'll let that dry. And then I've got a stitch around it, and then also I want to put some paper. I'm just going to put some old book page on the back. Actually, I might do that now. Bit of a bloody blah today. I'm not always a bloody blah, you know. Have my moments. Or I go totally quiet, or I just don't stop talking. I think I've mentioned it before. Sometimes my dad tells me I have to be quiet because I'm talking too much. So, and I'm like, you've been told, Rachel. Zip it. Okay, but we're a bit of all of the siblings, except for maybe Tom, maybe my younger brother Tom. He might be the one that probably is the least bloody blah out of all of us. There's 4 of us. Sarah has her moments, like if she's tired, she doesn't chat very much. Well, we probably all a bit like that. And then my older brother's the same, but he is quite a bloody blah. If he's on a roll, you can't stop him. He's quite funny. He's the oldest, and he never grew up. Well, I don't think I grew up. I didn't ever want to grow up, really. I follow Drew Barrymore on Instagram. I've always been a fan of hers, and so is Sarah. And I like that. Sorry, I'm just appreciating the prettiness. Anyway, what colour will we do on here? I think I quite like red on there too, you know. Let me see. I think red would be quite nice. I think I'll just do red. Anyway, so what did she say? There was they interviewed her in Australia because she was recently there. I can't remember what it's called, Pretty Girl or something like that. She has this new line of, I think I'll put this one over here. She has this new line of cosmetics. And so she said, you know, they asked her about having kids and stuff like that. And she said that she, I think maybe they asked her how did she feel about being a mum and an adult and that sort of thing, and she said that she finds it hard to believe that she's an adult. She's 44 or 45, that she didn't ever really want to grow up, and she doesn't feel like an adult. Well, I'm a bit the same. I mean, I left home early because I travelled, and then I met Stefano, and that was that. Now you see why that's black. That's black because I always dip it into the wax. But I would probably one of the ones that I would never have left home. I loved living at home. I'm going to put a B on that one. Love being under the wings, you know, under the umbrella of my dad, being looked after by him and not having to worry about anything. So, probably should have been born an Italian. Italians, I'm just going on with rubbish now. Italian kids, well, for many reasons, don't leave home until very late. Mostly because there's not a lot of work in Italy, you know, for young people, so it's kind of hard to leave home. I really like that. And that is it. So they're done, except, oh no, I've got to do the back of that one. Got another piece here. What was I saying about the Italian kids? Yes, they don't leave home until quite late. I think that would have suited me. Although I did go overseas, I was a bit drastic. Totally went far away. I think I just stopped talking. Just going on with rubbish. I like this. It's someone wet the book. It's got a watermark on it, so I think I'll keep that. This is the book. This book was like 1955. I mean, I say it's not very old, but in all honesty, it's like nearly 70 years old. It's like 64 years old or something like that. It's pretty old. It's older than me, just not, well, you know, I'm not quite 50 yet, but getting there. Nearly there. So oh, but not in the brain. The brain is not 50. You might have noticed. It's probably a good thing I work for myself. Okay, well, I really like those. So they're ready. Let me just double check that I'm recording. Oh, I just realized I put a B and a B. Okay, now the second part of my project, and I don't think I need my seal anymore, so maybe I'll put that up there so I don't have any accident. Even though the lid is screwed on, I can put all of those things away over here, so I have a semblance of order. Sorry guys, just put those over there. Okay, maybe maybe I don't know, I'll do one, will I don't know. So my next job is, I've got these book pages that I've been gluing here, and so do you want to know the size? Maybe you want to know the size. It's not really relevant. I mean, you just adapt the size to your book. Obviously you want a slightly bigger book. I'll tell you how big the book is, just so you know. I'll tell you in inches. It's 9 3/8. Oh, I learned to say it, 9 3/8, because I was listening to Artie Mays the other day, and she said it, and then I knew how to say it. 6.5. So we'll do that again. 9 3/8 and 6.5. Okay, and then in centimeters, 23.3 and 16.5. So that's about the size of my book, but your book could be bigger. It could be a little bit smaller. It would still work if it was a little bit smaller. I'm just going to now, I'm going to fold that page like so, because you'll see I might need that afterwards. So here again, we're just really recycling pages. So my first job here is, okay, I want this one for this card, so I'll stitch around those and just let all my bits dry. Or that might bother me in my sewing machine. I might have to get my what's it called, my zipper foot out. I don't want to do that. Okay, so what I need to do here, I might just get my bone folder. Where is that? Where is it? Okay guys, I'm going to do it all in one video. It's all going to be done in one video. I won't cheat and make it 2 parts, and 1 part today and 1 part tomorrow, although it is 2 projects in one. So that's going to, see, this is going to open like that. And now this idea came from Crafty Sabby, and I had seen it. Well, no, I know that I wanted to do something. I want to do quite a bit with book pages. So because they're you know, forever haunting us, all these scraps. So yeah, I wanted to do that one. I would like to get that piece there. Would I be wasting the other bits too much? I would really like to use that piece, unless, oh, maybe I could just tear it like so. What a good idea. And it can be in half. Right, where's the ruler? So I think I'll tear it. This is my measuring. I'm putting it on top. I don't want to totally cover up the book page, so I'm going to just put it in there. I'm just lining up my 2 here on the line, and I'm tearing it like that. Okay, and then I think I'll tear them lengthways, the height, together, so that way I get them the same. Not that it really matters, but, and then I'll just put that one there. Okay, and then I'm going to put these together like so, line them up. Okay, they're straight. I'm going to put them down here, and that's about the height I want, so that way they'll be more or less the same. And tear. There we go. Do I want to keep those bits? Never know, put them in the scrap pile. Okay, so this piece will go here and that piece will go there. So let's just glue those down and be done with it. yeah, I think we need to do some more with the book pages. Now, there are some ladies that don't like book pages. Maybe this is not the channel for them, because I like recycling them. I'm not the best at recycling, but I'll recycle what I can. Okay, so that's good. And then this one. Right, good. And that will go, and I need to kind of, doesn't have to be perfect, but kind of line it up so it's kind of together. Look at that, I like that. That's good. So I'll let that dry a second. I will stitch around that one. Now inside, I'm going to leave that because you can write there. I'm going to put a piece of this. See, I'm just using, and it's all from the same book. I'm going to put a piece of this here. So that's a writing area. And so I just need to tear that one off as well. That's kind of looking straight to me. Like so. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to glue that down. Oops. Right. So let's glue that down. So that's done. I might just... Now I did, this is fairly good paper. So I did actually 3, but I probably could get away with just having 2. I might do this one too. I need to create another one. Oh, I'll just show you how I folded it, because I need to create one for the other card as well. So I just kind of did it by eye like that. Left a little bit of a space. Yeah. So what I might mention too is that the book pages that I use for this are not the same as this paper. I just chose a book that I had in my leftover books. This is it, and look how yellow it is, and it's very thick paper. So I just glued those are good to keep for writing on. I'll keep those. Yeah, it's quite strong paper, quite thick. So I just glued 2 together, and I just chose this because I felt like it was the perfect width for this, but then I trimmed it down because you'll see why I had to trim it down. Okay, so anyway, that's the second one. So let's just finish one, and then I'll think about the other one, just in case it's too long. It's taking too long. So let's just glue this one. Okay, so that's that. Now, what I did in my first one was, now the reason why I'm not showing you the first one I made is because I want you to have a surprise of how it's going to turn out. Okay, so then I took this here, and what I did was, actually I can probably just use this. This is from my first one. Tear off that amount, should be right. And I'll do it again with the other one. So I've got them both ready. Yep. Okay. Whoops, it's moving. Probably if I clipped it, it'll probably be a little bit better. And then I must remember after I have to, going right off track, right onto another tangent, of course, as you do, is I need to send a message to my husband and tell him, don't be late, we're eating pizza. Oh, and why would I throw these out? These can become little tags. Of course they can. Right. So I've got this, and what I thought was I'm going to make a pocket. And what I did was, rather than just tear this bit off, I thought, well, why not make a double pocket? So I folded it up like that, and that will go there. This fold, just check that it folds. And now actually to measure it, when I was tearing it, of course I put it on here, and then I put it here, and I just tore off the bit that needed to be torn off. You know how I like to eyeball it. So then here, what I did was, now first with this one, with my first one, I had a page that was white there, not white, but blank. So what I need to do is think about that. I've got this paper here, so I think I need to put something inside, and I think I might like this. This is a Tracie Fox. Or I could use Stay in Tune with Medieval Mirage and use this. Maybe I'll use that. I'll stay in tune with, I'll stick to one thing, because I never stick to one thing. It's not the way I am, my brain is wired. I like mixing and matching, but why don't I just stick to one thing for once? Okay, so this is how I measured the pocket as well. Just put it there, and then I line up with this ruler. I line up my 2 points where the 4 is or whatever, and then I'm kind of straight, not 100% straight. And then I think I want to keep this part because it's always, I'll have it going down a little bit, just because that's where you can write in that little piece there, probably. So we'll just tear that, and then you get all these lovely scraps that you can use. And I'm going to tear that as well. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. That's going to go there. So let's just glue that. Okay. Then another thing I need to think about before I do my pocket is I need to, that's a bit crooked. I don't think it matters, because that will be there. It doesn't matter. Okay, or is that going to annoy me? Probably will annoy me. Pull it off. What are you doing? Well, you know it's crooked. Okay, that's better. It's going to stick down. Oh, look at that. Such good glue. Okay, that's better. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my pocket. Now, there are all these wonderful bits and pieces in the kit. Now, I've tried to separate them into piles, because I get myself into such a mess with all these bits and pieces that I just don't know whether I'm Arthur or Martha. Okay, so I don't think it was these pieces that I used. No, they're square. I used these rectangle pieces. Now, I like in the kit you have the option of print. There's a few sheets like in the add-on where you have these with straight edges, and then sometimes you have similar ones, but they've got jagged edges. Is that what you say, jagged edges? So let me just have a look here which horizontal ones I have, because those are vertical. So I'll put them up so you can see me go through them. Not those. I mean, look how beautiful they are. Just gorgeous. See that? Then you get the jagged edge ones, and then you get the straight edged ones. So I could have a straight edge one, but I think I like the jagged edged in these. So let me just see. That's going the wrong way. Ooh. Don't have too many horizontal ones. Okay. Oh, that might be good in the other one. That's straight though. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So what I did was, I might have to go through those again. Isn't that gorgeous? So what I did was I put it on here, and I just want it to sort of slightly go over that edge, and then I'm going to, but what I need to do is measure it. Now we do the eyeball measuring, and I need it just to go slightly under there. So I'm just going to tear it there, I think, and you'll see what I'm going to do. It's really cool, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to glue that. This is a very bodgy video, guys. I mean, can you imagine if you'd seen me working out the first one? So I just put this hanging slightly over. I hope I haven't got my big head in the video. I don't like getting my big head in the video with my fluffy hair. So that goes like that. And then this piece, the straight edge, goes there. See? Isn't that cool? Really like that. I probably should have done it the other way around so my writing was going the right way. Doesn't matter. Does it matter? Oh, I know what I could do to resolve that. I could put a bit of this under there just to do something different that I didn't do on the other one. So just measuring it by eye. And then I'll just stick that down. Nothing beats a fast craft, does it? Put that down there, and then put that one. Doesn't have to be exactly at the top. Oh, I like that. And now, what I'm going to do, now this is the bit that I made a bit of a boo-boo in my first one that I did. So, I'll just move everything out of the way so I can bring the sewing machine. I was going to say the washing machine, but it's actually a sewing machine. Just thought you might like to know that. That's that. So I've stitched across the top, and I'm going to stitch across the top here. Okay, that's that. Then here I need to stitch around the whole perimeter. Now I'm just being careful because I haven't got the dark grey in my bobbin. I've got off-white because I didn't have an extra one to wind it on. Now in my first one I made, I also stitched down here, which I think I will do here as well. See, if I had two prepared, I could feed in one in after the other. Okay, and now, see, I've got the off-white colour on that side, so, but I want, around here, I want the what's it called, the grey colour. And I also want to be careful that I don't stitch too far in because I want my pocket to be wide enough for my journaling card. Might go all the way up, and I also didn't go all the way up on the other side, so I might do that so it's the same. Just go all the way up here. I didn't do that. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know what I mean. All went well. Now I need to finish off my tag. Now, which tag was going in there? Isn't that gorgeous? Like it's opening a door. So, which one did I do this for? This one or the other one? I've lost the other one. Where is it? Hello? Here it is. I think I was doing it for this one. Although the other one goes better, and I know I'll do this. It's for this one. Okay, so now I want to finish off my taggy bit, and I'm going to, I don't want that. What do I want for the top? Throw that on the floor. Am I videoing? Yes. I probably won't realize that this is going to be a very long video. I think I might use a bit of this across the top for something different. And I'm just going to slip it on there now. I might have a bit of difficulty here because note to self, don't put the seal too near the edge. It's okay, I did it. Okay. Oh, a little tiny bit broke off. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. It's probably a blessing in disguise because it was a knobbly bit. Okay, so that goes in there. So that's why you want those bits kind of glued down fairly well because they'll get caught. So it's going to poke out the top, which is perfect. And then in Jarf's kits, in the, you know, what's it called, the medieval Mirage kits, there are lots of little mini tags. Now, where did I put those? I had them here. They might be in this pile here. I don't think they are. No. Well, there's lots of little journaling cards as well. So let's choose. I mean, that's gorgeous. That would be a nice pocket somewhere. Or this one. No, that's not. What about this one? That one's pretty. Put that in there. And then let's see. Well, that could be pretty in there. Yeah, that's nice. And there's some tags. I've got the tags somewhere here. What have I done with them? Oh, my word. Oh, here they are. They're right here in front of me. There's just too much going on here. So you could put one of those there. One of those were there would be nice. Maybe I'll put, what have I got here? Oh, that one's nice. It's the same as that. Or this one. That's a good tuck spotty sort of thing. Maybe I'll take out that one. Oh no, I like that one. Put that one in there. I think I'll take that one out and I'm going to put, or this one. Or no, maybe I'll put this big one in there. So that can go in there. That's lovely. So that's on the inside. Writing spots here. Close it. And now here. What am I going to do here? I'm going to do something. I'm not going to leave it just like that. So I'm thinking a little piece of this would be nice somewhere. Just a hint of it. With our best cutting. And I might put that here. Like that. And then I might like, let's have a look, just move this one out of the way, put those over there, put that there, so that was no good. I might not have anything here that's any good. Oh, butterfly, no, I might give up, those are too big. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you go through all of these because look how many there are. Wouldn't it be nice if there was one in the middle? But then I'm covering up that, but does it matter? I don't want yellow. I quite like that one. Oh, here's a little one. I think I like that one. Yes. Okay, where did my book go? Here. Oh, nearly ripped it. We need to change my page so it can just go next to it. So I'm kind of not covering up totally the, just get the book page off that went on there. I'm not covering up totally that vase in the center. See, another option probably, now how would that work? So you get all these little bits and pieces in the kits. Not that one's too big, but you could have something like, can't find them now, they might be here. Just move all of those out of the, oh, these little things. So you get these little things. So for example, you could have something like that, and then something that could slip in there and close it, sort of thing. That's something to think about. But what I'm going to do is, I've got it here. Where did I put it? Here. I'm actually going to have this. So I think I'll just cut it. I won't glue it now because it'd take too long to dry, but I'll just tie it and show you. So I'll glue it across the back here, and then it will just tie in a bow in the front. Like I didn't tie it very tight, but yes, it will tie in the front. I'll try again. And I would put that in, isn't that lovely? I would put that in, so the way you can put it in, so you put a string of glue across there, and then it will, so that will stay in place. And then you could put glue around here, here and here, and have a side tuck spot, or a side tuck spot that way, and then it opens out. It's quite bulky, so just so you know. And now I'll show you the other one I made. Is the glue dry? Yeah, it's kind of dry. So this is the other one I made, my sample. So that will tie in a bow there, and you can see I glued it there, and then inside I stuck one of those there, which was a challenge for me. And then I've just put in a few tags that are beautiful, and then this was the tag that I made for that one, and that's the back of it. So and that one I didn't decorate there because I thought that's another place to write on. And you could put like an old letter in there. It'd be nice for a happy mail or something like that. It could be a very nice little birthday card too, I think. So yeah, so it's kind of like a combination of this, the way it's folded came from Crafty Sabby, I'll say. So let's, do we have time to do the other one? Do we want to do the other one? The other thing is, if you were able to do something like a tricky closure, you could have some paper on the back, and it could be just pinned in, and it could be, you could journal on the back as well. I don't know, I mean, I really like those. So that is the two projects. Let's open this one again because I've already forgotten what it looks like inside. Oh yes, so much fun. So there you go. So that's those. Let's finish the other one. I don't know if my brain can do it, but we'll try. So this one I'm going to be clever. I'm already going to fold this up with the writing going the right way. And now there's my card, so that I need to look at that because that needs to inspire me for what do I need to put here. And this time I think I might use the Tracie. I think the Tracie works really well with it. I did have a strip of Tracie somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here's my Tracie. Isn't that funny? A strip of Tracie. I mean, seriously, sometimes the things that I say. A strip of Tracie. I've got a strip of Tracie. Here it is. Okay, so let's tear that down. There, and then I'm going to hold it here like so. This should go fairly quickly now that I've worked it out. I've done two. Okay, that's a good piece. I can keep that. And that's that one. Is that the right way? Yes. So that will go there. And then I need another strip. Do I want the same, or do I want to use something else? Maybe it could be a strip of Tracie in it. No, I don't want to go pink. I don't think I want to go pink. That's got pink in it. So put that one there. Just let me double check that I don't have something down here that I might like to use. Just checking because I've got bits and pieces of paper everywhere. No, I think it's going to be two Tracies. Oh wait, I had this. Oh, I might like that. No, I like that. I'm going to do that. A Tracie and that. A medieval Mirage. Excuse me. Talking too much. Itchy throat. Okay. Put that there. Oh, I just had a flash. Don't have to cook dinner. I'm having pizza. Oh. Okay, this is cardstock. Right, and then what end do I like best? I like that up the top, so I'll put that on there. Easy peasy. I'm very happy with this little project. So I did mention sometimes I will put my spin on somebody else's. Oh, that was a good piece. I'll keep that piece aside because it's plain on the other side. Glue. So this should go fairly quickly. Put that there. Okay. And then I'll go and join all these videos together, which to me is just the best thing ever that I've figured that out. I just Googled it. I don't know what took me so long. I just Googled, how do you put videos together on your Windows computer? And it said movie player, and is it called movie player, something like that. I told my sister I had iMovies, and she said, we don't have iMovies because you've got an HP computer. And I'm like, well, it's something, it's Movie Maker. I looked it up. It's Movie Maker. That's lovely. I like that. It's very sticky. I need a wet one. Oh, they're all the way over there. I can't be bothered. Okay, right. And now let's look at what's happening inside. Got sticky fingers. Okay, right. This piece of paper will probably, 2 bits of paper, that'll be good. So that one I was going to use that sticky piece over there, but I've actually got 2 bits of paper that are perfect. I think. Just tear that off there and glue it. Now, do I need to change that? Yes. I don't know why I'm precious about this paper. I've got so much of it. So much paper. I think that Lulu is still doing homework. Poor thing. Well, poor thing to a certain extent. She didn't, you know, I tell her, it'll be less on your shoulders if you do your homework a bit at a time and don't be lazy. You know, and but then she doesn't do it. I think I like the torn edges, so I'll keep those. See, when I was at school, we used to get our homework in weekly assignments. So every Tuesday morning, you handed in your assignments, and then you got your new assignments, and you had a week to do it. And I was just one of those people that if I could, I would have Monday night off. So I was always, you know, getting myself ahead as much as I could. Obviously, as we got to the last years of school, it got harder and harder to do that because you had so much work. But if I could get myself ahead, I did. So I'm trying to teach Lulu, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Right, so I'm thinking possibly, where's my tag? Well, that's the same as that, isn't it? Maybe, do I want that? Or maybe I would like a bit of Tracie in there. Yeah, I don't think I have too many other. I could have just yeah, I think that's what I'll have. I've got that. It's pretty nice. That could be nice in there. No, I think I'll put this in here because you can write, but I might take off that bit where it's similar to the tag and keep this lower part more, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to actually tear that first because that's perfect for something else. And then I'm just going to kind of measure here and tear that bit off. Now I've done a bit of a bad tear there, but I can just get the scissors and snip along as you do. There we go. And now I'm going to get my glue, get a new page. And of course on the flaps, the closure sort of flaps on the exterior part, I mean, you could do all kinds of things. There could be a lovely seal there. I could do another seal, but I don't want to do another seal because I've got them on the tags and it's already bulky enough as it is. But yeah, you could have a seal there. That would be nice. You can have a collage of papers. I've just used one paper for each side. Flowers, butterflies, labels, so many different options. I'm just doing what's sticking with my theme at the moment, just because you know, I'm trying to get as much done in one video as I can. Now I need to find my bit for here. I was thinking this one, wasn't I? Even though it's not a jagged edged one. So I need some for there and some for there. So I'm not going to do it half. I'm going to do this one slightly more than half. I'm just going to tear it. Yep, that looks good to me. Right. This is going on the inside. Plenty of glue. We're nearly done, guys. Nearly done. Nearly there. And you can have washi tape, all kinds of things. Just, you know, oh, I didn't check the width. Well, I'll have to cut it off. It'll be a bit sticky. Doesn't matter. These are just crappy scissors anyway. There we go. And then will I trim that one off? I'll have to trim that one off the same. So I'll just put that there. Oh, I'll just eyeball it. There we go. Everything's sticky. Okay, and that's the bottom. So that goes here. I'm going to put that there. I don't care that I can see that. I could have covered that with something else, but it doesn't matter. Got this. No. Oh, could have a third pocket. No, don't need all of that. Okay, so now I'm just going to start my stitching. So first I'm going to stitch around this to hold it all together. Gone a bit bobbly there because I didn't have enough glue, because these were just glue pages that I had been gluing on, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to stitch down here. Oh, it's just such lovely paper. I know I keep saying it, but I just love playing with it. It works really well with Tracie's. And then of course you could have doilies, you know, half doilies, and oh, you could have anything really. Now I've got to stitch across the top of these two. Actually, I might just slip my tag in there. I'm going to have a bit of lace on top of that one. Oh, I've got a piece already. Here we go. I think this will work well, this one. Yes, I like that. Oh, my fingers are sticky. Doesn't help having sticky fingers, I can tell you. Let me just double check I'm still... Oh, it didn't... Look at that, it didn't stitch. Yes, I am. I'll have to re-stitch that. This is going to be a very long video. to stitch that one again because that's stuck down. Told you it was all sticky. Okay, so that is ready. Oh, isn't that good? I love it. Okay, and now we can just put our pocket in. I really like that. Just going to line it up a little bit with that. It's not quite as wide as the other one was. I must have chopped off a bit more. I'm just going to put this here to hold it. And I'm actually going to stitch all the way down and around, I think, on this one. Go like that. Oh, I forgot to stitch that one. Doesn't matter because that one's where the fold is. I knew I'd forgotten something. Doesn't matter. It would be a little bit more of an issue if you had where your 2 pages were open like this one was. That's where the fold is, so it's really not an issue, and I glued that down quite well. So that's done. So the tag can go in there. It does fit, yes. Although it's got a bit of extra trim there. We can put our little bits and pieces inside. Now let's see, what will we choose? I'll just grab some things quickly if possible, if at all possible. Oh, here they are, looking in the wrong spot. So that's a good one. And I would like something, I don't think I've got anything big left. Oh, she's nice. Why don't we put her in there? And then we can put, oh, this one. Put that at the back. I think, yeah, there we go. So they go inside. Got your writing places, that tucks like that. Now we've just got to finish this part here. So wouldn't it be cool if I knew how to do something like that? How does that work? You'd have to glue it down there, and then you'd have to have something short like that. Would it hold? That slipped in there, but then I don't know, do I want to do something like that? It'd be nice. I would like it. That could be nice. I still think it would pop up. I think I'll do my tie. I think it will still pop up, but I would like to put something there. So let me just have a quick think. The little piece of this is always a good go-to. Put that there or there. I think I like it there. Put that there, and then the other option is then I need to put, I'm just looking for some small flowers. I don't want big flowers, and I don't want anything that stands out too much. Be madly cutting, 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 cutting. Here are the smaller things. I really did like this. I think I like that. That's perfect, and I'll just trim off the extra bits. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, let's glue it, and then we're done. Glue it over here. It's not so sticky, a little bit sticky, but not too bad. Just making sure I get enough glue on there. Very vigorous gluer. Sometimes I think I need to calm my farm a bit. There we go. I really like it. Okay, let me just trim off those extra bits. Not with those scissors, these scissors. And then here, glue it all down. put my nice tie around it, and it is done. I'm so excited. I've done something new. Something new. I'll tell you what else was exciting me today was I saw Gail's videos, well, a couple of them. Actually, I think I might have missed one, Gail, somehow. That portfolio thing, that folio thingy-majiggy thingy that you made. Really loved it. And then I saw Tracie. Now, Tracie, you didn't allow any comments. I haven't commented on your, I think I've commented on one of yours, Gail, because you did a few parts. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? So you did more than one part. They're like hidden medieval doors. There you go. So yeah, but I need to comment on the one that I watched today. And then I saw that Tracie did it. And I think, Tracie, were you inspired by that series that Gail was doing? Fabulous. And Tracie did a great job with the colours. That's what I want to tell you if you watch my video. I don't know if you will. You did a great job with the colours. So how could you possibly see what I made in all this mess? So there's this one. We don't need to flip it over because there's nothing to show. And so there's, well, I won't bother opening them. There's that one. And then this one. So I made 3. Oh no, I made two. The other one I made off camera. So that is my project for today. A biggie. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's such a long video, and I will be back again soon. Bye.